Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to make these whiteout shells. And you can do the stitch using any ply yarn and whatever hook size that yarn recommends. I used worsted weight yarn, which is 4 ply for the US, 10 ply for Australia, and I'm using a Wooden Furls hook, which is a 5mm hook or a size H hook. The multiples of this stitch is 10 plus 2, and what that means is that you're going to chain loosely in sets of 10, 10, 10 until you've got your desired width. Once you have, you'll chain 2 more and you will be ready to begin row 1. Little tip, if you have a difficult time chaining loosely, then you can go up 1 hook size. So for instance, I'm using a 5mm hook for the actual crochet part. So if I had a hard time making the chains a little looser, I would move up to a 6 or a J hook just to make the chain, and then I'd switch over to my regular hook that I want to use for the stitch, and I'll have a looser chain that way. Okay, so I have my multiples of 10. I have it the width that I want, so now I'm ready to begin. I'm ready to do my plus 2. So I'm going to do my plus 2, and I'm ready to begin row 1. For row 1, you want to start by single crocheting in the second chain from the hook. So count 1, 2, and in the second chain you want to put a single crochet. Then you want to chain 3 and skip 3. 1, 2, 3. So in this 4th chain over, I'm going to put a single crochet. Now we're about to start the repeat. So you want to chain 3. But only skip 1. So skip 1, and in the very next one you want to put a single crochet. You're only going to be doing single crochets and chain for this row. So now you want to do chain 3, skip 3. You'll want to do that twice. So 1, 2, 3, skip 3, and then the 4th one over you'll do a single crochet. Do that one more time. So chain 3, skip 3, 4th one over, put a single crochet. And then we'll do our chain 3, only skip 1, and then the next one put a single crochet. And then we'll just keep repeating that over and over again. Now we want to do 2 more sets of chaining 3, skip 3, and then the 4th one over, put a single crochet. Chain 3, skip 3, 4th one over, put a single crochet. Then we'll do our chain 3, only skip 1, and then the next one put a single crochet, and you'll repeat that all the way down your row till you get to your very end of your row. And we'll chain 3. You should have 4 chains left, so we're going to skip 3 and put a single crochet in that very last single crochet. I know it looks kind of weird, but that is the end of row 1. Okay, for row 2, you want to chain 1 and turn. You want to put a single crochet in the very first single crochet. Then you'll chain 1, and we'll be working in this chain 3 space that we have here where we only skipped 1 chain. So this is going to be where we're going to put our main stitch. And we're going to start by doing 2 double crochet decreases. So we're going to enter into that chain 3 space, pull up a loop, only pull through 2, leaving the last 2 loops on the hook. Then you'll yarn over, go into that same big space, pull up a loop, only pull through 2, leaving 3 loops on your hook. Then you want to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops, and then chain 2. There'll be a chain 2 in between each one of these. We're going to do that 5 times total. So that's 1. So again, you'll yarn over. It'll all be worked in the same space here. So we're going to do another set. So you'll only pull through 2, leaving the last 2 on your hook. Then you'll yarn over, go into the same space. And again, only pull through 2, leaving 3 loops on your hook. Pull through all 3 loops. And then you'll chain 2. So that's twice now. So again, we're going to do another set of those, only pulling through 2, only pulling through 2, pull through all 3 loops, chain 2. So we've done it now 3 times. So we're going to do it again. Yarn over, go into that same big space. And then you'll chain 2. So you have 4 now. You've chained 2 after each one. The 5th one that we do, we won't chain 2 afterwards. So let's go ahead and do our last one here. After this 5th one, you're only going to want to chain 1. And then find where your single crochet is here. There's a chain of 3 and then our single crochet. You want a single crochet into that single crochet. And that will anchor down your shell here. So again, we're going to repeat that just like we did at the very beginning, where we did a single crochet in the very first stitch. Yeah, it was a single crochet. So we put a single crochet in the first single crochet, we chained 1, and then we started our shell. So we're going to do that again. We just single crocheted in our single crochet. We're going to chain 1. We're going to find the space here, because here is the chain 3, single crochet, and then this is where we did a chain of 3, but we only skipped 1 chain. So this is our next area, and we're going to repeat our shell again. So our first one will be the double crochet decrease, pull through all 3 loops, chain 2. Yarn over, you're going into that same space. Again, you're only going to be pulling through 2, 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3 loops, chain 2. Again, you'll be doing 5 of these double crochet decrease pairs. So this is my 3rd, chain 2, yarn over, go into that space, pull through 2, yarn over, go through that space, pull through 2, pull through all 3. How many do we have? 4. So after the 4th, we still chain 2 after. Now we're doing our 5th and final one. Remember, the 5th one, after we pull through all 3 of our loops, you're going to only want to chain 1, find your next single crochet here to anchor it down, and then you've completed the repeat. Then again, you're going to chain 1, move over to your final area, do that, and then after the 5th double crochet decrease that you do, again, you're only going to want to chain 1, and then you'll finish your row by putting a single crochet in the last single crochet. So go ahead and finish up your row, and I'll see you when you get done. Okay, I'm just finishing up my 5th one. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm single crocheting in that last single crochet of the row. And that ends row 2. Okay, for row 3, we want to begin this row by chaining 3, and then turn. Then you want to do a double crochet in the same, or the very beginning single crochet. The chain 3 counts as a double crochet, chain 1. So you're going to be having a chain 1 in between all your stitches. So go ahead and chain 1. Then you're going to move over, and remember that we have 5 double crochet sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 sections. So you want to take these, see there's 4 sections, you want to use these 2 top middle sections here to work in. So you're going to skip the first, you're going to skip this first big space, and then this next big space here, you're going to do a single crochet. And then we're going to be creating, I guess, our chain 3 space that we'll be working our shell in next row. So you're going to chain 3, and then going into the next big space here, you're going to put a single crochet worked into that space. And then this will be where we'll do our shells next row. So again, you'll want to chain 1, Then we're going to be skipping on over and working into our single crochet that's between our shells. So find your single crochet here, and you want to do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. This is all being worked in the same stitch, and then again double crochet, chain 1. So we put 3 double crochet chain 1s all worked into our single crochet. Then you're going to again move over to these 4 spaces. So you're going to skip the first space, find the next space, and do a single crochet. And top of our shells are always going to be worked the same. It'll be single crochet, chain 3, then in your next big space here you'll put a single crochet, and then like I said before, always chain 1. Only time you'll be chaining 3 is between those 2 single crochets here where you're going to work your next shell. So always chain 1 after. So single crochet, chain 1, then we're going to start our double crochets here worked in the single crochet in between our shells again. So find the single crochet and start working your double crochet, chain 1. You'll do that 3 times. So that's 1, double crochet, chain 1, that's 2, double crochet, chain 1, that's 3, which will move us on over back to our shells, skipping the first space, going into the next, and doing a single crochet, chain 3, work a single crochet in the next big space, and then chain 1. And you'll continue that pattern all the way down till you get to the very end of your row. Find that last single crochet of your row, and you're going to work a double crochet, chain 1, and then double crochet, and that will end your row 3. Okay, the repeats for this stitch are is rows 3 and 4. So we just did row 3. So for row 4, you're going to chain 1, and this is very similar to row 2, but you're going to be working in different stitches. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work a single crochet in the very first double crochet of our row. If I can get into the correct stitch here. There we go. No, maybe not. There we go. This yarn is getting old. I'm going to have to trash it. Okay, so after your single crochet, you'll chain 1, and then you want to come over here to where I was telling you last time. This is our chain 3 space. You're going to work just like we did for this first shell here. You're going to be doing double crochet decrease pairs. So you're going to yarn over, go into that chain 3 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, only pull through 2. Then you'll yarn over, go into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, only pull through 2. You'll pull through all 3 of the loops and chain 2. And you're going to repeat that for I think 3 more times, because the 5th one you won't need to chain 2 afterwards. So it's just like we did before, doing our double crochet decrease pairs, and then doing a chain 2 afterwards till we have 4 done. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have my 4. I have my chain 2 after, so now I'm on my 5th. So the 5th one you'll do as normal, only when you get done with it, instead of chaining 2, you'll only chain 1. And then you're going to find here where we did our double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, you're going to find that center double crochet, and you're going to work a single crochet into that center one. And then you'll repeat. You'll chain 1, you'll move over again to your chain 3 space, and you'll work your next double crochet decrease pair. Chain 2, and repeat it on till you get to the 5th one, where again you're only going to chain 1 after the 5th one, and find the center of these 3 double crochets here and single crochet here in the middle. Then again chain 1 and continue. Finishing my last shell here. So that's my 5th double crochet decrease pair. So again, after your 5th one, you only chain 1. Then you're going to find there's your beginning chain 3, or your ending chain 3 I should say, in the top. the chain 3. Wait, I'm gonna make sure. No, it's not the top. It's in the chain 2, because the chain 1, the chain 2 is our double crochet. The chain 1, the next chain is our chain 1 that's between our double crochets, just like we did here. So in the second chain up, so you can count 1, 2. So in the middle chain of our middle chain 3, you'll do a single crochet in that stitch, and that will end row 4. So now you're going to be doing what I guess is the prep row, the one where you do your double crochets, chain 1 in between in your single crochet spaces, and then you'll be using your shells at the top, only using the 2 top spaces here to make your next loop. So you're going to be repeating rows 3 and 4 over and over again. I'll make sure that I mark the video so you'll be able to find how to back up and find the rows that you need to just repeat over and over again. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to click that like button, share, and comment down below. It helps me out so much. And if you always want to be notified whenever I release a new tutorial, you can go to my main YouTube page, and next to the subscribe button, click that little bell, and you'll always be notified when I release a new tutorial. Also, in this video, I'm using a wooden Furls crochet hook. You can find the link down below this video, and if you're going to order one, I recommend you order one with the extended hook. If not, it's only going to come with half the size. Also, I have a crochet group on Facebook called Crochet for the Masses. You can go there and share pictures of projects that you're working on or you've just finished, ask questions if you get stuck on a pattern, or share links to free patterns. And that's it. I hope I see you there. You can find that link also below this video. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.